Kingston place over on Route 27, speaking with Marian Burnett, who is going to share her earliest memories with us and some of the background of her parents.
You're gonna ask the questions that answer.
All right, you just start talking. You just start where you want to start.
Well, my parents, they weren't from South Brunswick.
That's okay. They were from where?
My mother was what's that? Skillman, Zion, up in the mountains, up in the, you know where I mean, Zion.
Up past
Yeah.
Skillman.
Skillman.
That's
Yes.
right,
Yeah,
Up
not up
in
in
the
the-
Sourland Mountains?
Huh?
The Sourland Mountains?
Yeah, up there, yeah. And my father was from Virginia. I know it as plain as day, but
That's okay.
gone. And they would, well, it was funny, this is just funny. He would, he'd say to mother, you are old mountaineer, the mountaineer up there in Skillman, and then she would say, well, you don't know, what's that mountain down in Virginia?
Blue Ridge?
Now, is there another?
Shenandoah,
No, I think it was Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge.
Yeah, she would say, you're Blue Ridge.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know you must be hot. I know you must be hot.
Now, Marian, did you have brothers and sisters?
yeah, I have one brother.
Go ahead.
I have one brother, he's the baby, and he lives, where does he live? He lives up in the mountains there. You ever hear of Hillbilly Hall?
No.
That's up, you
Yeah,
go
just outside of Hopewell.
turn by the bank, and there in Hopewell, it used to be a bank, and on over, and he lives up the mountain too. And that home was his wife's family home, and she wanted, to go, after they married, she wanted to go there to live. And
So then you moved, when did you move to Monmouth Junction?
1935,
1935.
yeah,
And were you
on the
married?
nursery,
Were you married then?
yeah.
And your husband worked on Princeton Nursery?
Oh, yeah, only job he ever had.
Did you also?
No.
Uh-huh.
He's too busy taking care of me.
How many years?
Did you have children?
Huh?
Did you have children?
Who, me? Yeah. 4.
4 children. Would you like to introduce your friend who seems to know?
Marilyn, yeah, didn't I introduce you?
Well, we just want her on tape also.
Oh, really?
And would you just tell us so we can include you in this?
Sure.
Tell me
You
what.
want to sit with her? Just tell us your name and
Yeah.
You
what
can't
you did.
hear me.
Can I move that your order?
Oh,
Sarah,
shall I just go over there and
there's
say,
some bread down there.
sit in front of her?
just do this and take your
Didn't you have your dinner,
Lunch.
lunch? You did have your lunch.
Did you get,
I'm going to work. I'm going to South Brunswick.
the switchboard?
Huh?
The switchboard?
What's she say?
Switchboard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you.
All right. Anything you want?
Oh, his camera
Right
shy.
there.
Oh, only just a little, that's all.
Yeah, if I go to the call.
Down in the vegetable bin, I call it. All right, I'll see you. Good luck, and thank you. She brought me a dinner from
So your husband's name was,
Charles.
and what was that nickname? Did he have a nickname?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Charlie Burnett, yeah.
Yes. My dad knew him well and worked with him. My dad worked with him
Oh,
on the
Lord,
nursery,
yeah,
yours-
yeah.
as did Uncle John.
He, where is he anyhow?
He passed away at 63
Oh, yeah,
years.
Mike,
He was
yeah,
only
Mike,
63.
yeah, I remember him.
That's
He used to
right.
go through every, at noontime, and the kids, he was such a nice person. All the kids, yeah, Mike. I'm thinking of Jimmy.
Well, Jimmy is retired.
Yeah, yeah, he told me. But
Jimmy
he said-
Courtney.
He said he was coming over.
Well, he's too busy. He works. He's still working.
Oh, is he?
Yes, he works for Wright's Roses. He has
Oh, does he?
he has a part-time job.
Oh, well, keep him busy and out of trouble.
That's hard for him, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him you said that.
Yeah, tell him, Jimmy. He was because when he called, what he said, I'm your, your painter, your old painter. He
Right,
used
used
to
to
paint.
take very good care of your home as you did.
Yeah, and
Yes.
wallpaper and everything. He's a nice guy, yeah. And his daughter, my daughter, they graduated from South Brunswick, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I had you had one boy, I had, and 3 girls, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Arlene, that's the one that,
Sherry graduated with.
yeah, they were friends, yeah.
Really good.
Now, we're going to introduce your friend, so you just tell us who you are.
I'm Marilyn Scassera. I've known Matt for years. She took care of me when I was a
coming
kid,
by this way.
and we used to play all kinds of tricks on her.
She was your nanny,
Yeah, she was great. She was really wonderful.
Marilyn.
and your dad was.
And my father was a doctor, and we I guess we lived in Kingston, right in Kingston on Laurel Avenue for a while. And I think it was when I was about 12 years old we moved to the house that we lived in
I
here.
hope you feel that.
And it was a wonderful farm. We had all kinds of
If you do
animals
go.
and things. It was just great.
So she was your nanny,
Yep, she was wonderful.
and you just happened to be visiting her today.
Yes, I was visiting that today.
That's a neighbor.
Your neighbor checking on you, huh?
Huh?
Neighbor checking on you.
Yeah, she checks every day.
That's very nice, very nice. So now you had a daughter, Arlene, and
Yeah. Charlotte, she's the oldest one.
Charlotte.
Charlotte. And son, he was older than all, the bad boy. He's straightened out now, I think.
Good.
Charles, he's named after his father. And how did I say 3 girls? Charlotte, Arlene, we called her Pinky.
Right?
Yeah, Jimmy always calls her house Pinky. He'll calls her Pinky.
Uh-huh.
And the baby girl is Margie. Yeah.
And Marian, did you go to church in the area?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, I was in the first church and still am, but I haven't been out in years.
Right. You went to the church in Rocky Hill?
Yeah, yes, Mount Zion and Rocky Hill, yeah.
And that's where Dot Spriggs goes?
Who?
Does Dot Spriggs go there?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
she's a member.
And your other friends?
Who is that?
Did you have other friends? We're trying to get some other names.
Oh, yeah, well, they were dotted. There's, oh my God. Yeah, Farrell.
Oh, yes.
Did you hear of them?
Yes, my
And
husband was in the hospital with Mr. Farrell when just before he
was
passed away.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
he was
yes.
there. And then Carol, Farrell and Carol, they live next door to each other on Green Shadow. Have you heard of them?
Mm-hmm.
Carol, they,
Tony was a police officer.
oh, were you?
Yeah, for 22 years, and I retired. I took the
You're retired
early
now.
retirement.
Yeah. He looks like
Hey,
his
that's
father.
great.
I remember when they came back to, they were, well, when I first joined the senior citizens, your mother was president. Santa
Yeah, Santa Wasso. Yeah, Mom never went there. She's,
She never was president,
no.
and we used to meet over to the Dayton church. I thought, did you ever hear of Bill Thompson? He lived in
Yeah,
Kingston.
oh yeah.
You know, he
Mhm.
was an old timer.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But by golly,
Who else, do you remember who else was on the nursery?
Bill Thompson, he was one. Years ago, Raymond Salter. I guess Raymond Salter. He's dead and gone.
Any of his family in the area?
I'm so confused, did I say? Raymond Salter.
Maybe it's
Not really. Her daughter Grace Biddles married a Biddles. I don't know.
Yeah, Tony and
That lived on.
two brothers.
Yeah, that was her father, Raymond Salter. And there was Alex Salters too, but they were, you know, cousins.
So
That
you-
lived on 27, and then the house that they used to live in now is a gift shop or a doll shop on 27.
Now, where was your home in relation to the nursery?
My what?
Your home, where you lived? Where
On the nursery.
right on the nursery?
That, yeah.
By the
right on-
greenhouse?
Huh?
By the greenhouses?
No.
on, like on Ridge Road.
Right off of Ridge Road?
Yeah, you could, off of Ridge Road, Tom Carroll
Right.
lived there, and
Yeah, it's not far from the river.
I
down
did.
there.
And did you ever hear of the Merrills? They're all
The
gone.
Merrills
Yeah.
are
Merrill.
gone too.
Did DeQuilla live?
Huh?
Did DeQuilla live on the nursery too?
What?
DeQuilla? Did she
Oh,
live on the
yeah,
nursery?
she worked. Did you hear her?
Yes.
Yeah.
She worked, yeah.
She was a good friend of Jimmy's.
Yeah.
Used to bake those cookies.
Yeah. And,
And Arlene?
they didn't,
Did
no, she
Arlene?
never,
No.
no.
She didn't.
She Princeton.
Mm-hmm.
What's her calling, her and Mrs. Flummer. Mrs. Flummer lives in where? Virginia.
Well,
I think she's
Now,
still.
but
the
what?
old Mrs. Flemmer's gone.
Yes, uh-huh. Yeah.
And then there's the second Mrs. Flemmer. I believe she lives there off
She's
of
still-
Ridge up in the hill. She doesn't live in the Flemmer home.
No.
Yeah, she lives
She
in
lives
her
in
original home.
Shope.
Yeah, because the Shopes.
Right.
She lives in Virginia.
Does she?
Bought a
She also
home.
lives there.
She did move down to Virginia?
She
Yeah.
has, so she has, I think still has the house in Kingston and
No,
a
she had it
place
for
in,
sale.
yeah.
Who?
I
Young
think
Bill
it's been
lives
sold.
in there.
Yes, he does. You're absolutely right.
What's her called?
So you have good memories of taking care of your friend. What was your first name again?
Sure do.
Marilyn.
Now, there was 6 of you.
We used to take her out in the pony, we had a pony cart. That was one of our fun things to do.
What?
Take Matt out in the pony cart on Raymond Road, which was like a gravel road.
Yeah, and remember the pony and the horse. This one is a farmer.
Now you're speaking of the farm that was on the South Brunswick side.
That's right.
And tell us, is it still there?
I can't even drive by there. It's just so disturbing. It's
Uh-huh.
awful.
Well, but the home is still there.
Yeah, the house is there, but they've made modifications on it too.
Was it an old home?
Oh, yeah. It
And
was.
give us some
Like, we had-
history of that home.
You know, I really don't know what the history was, but I know we had a photograph, and it was, I think it was like back in the 1800s, and we had a huge boxwood hedge in front of the house, which, you know, was probably, I don't know, 12 feet tall. But in this photograph, you could see the boxwood hedge looked like it was about this high. So, I mean, it was hundreds of years old.
That was a beautiful home.
Mhm.
Really
It was a wonderful.
So your dad sold the farm, sold the property?
No, it was I guess he sold part of it, and then there were 6 acres were left. And, you know, my mother continued to live there until it just got to be too much, you know, it was a big house, and she wanted something smaller, so, but that was,
The list is being a,
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it's a
Are
whole
you gonna
place.
do, like a history of the houses too? I mean,
Hopefully.
maybe we could find a copy of that photograph.
That would be fine.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a picture day,
Mm-hmm.
and anyone can come and bring their pictures and can have them reproduced.
Yeah.
Canon, yes.
I mean, I have one sort of like a strange thing that happened. I mean, everybody in my family was born in Princeton Hospital, but my mother didn't make it to
Uh-huh.
Princeton Hospital, and I was born at home in Kingston, so.
Okay, so you're,
There aren't many people, I don't think, who
I was
were
born,
actually born in Kingston.
I was
Were you
born in Monmouth
Kingston,
Junction.
No.
So we're South
Yeah.
Brunswick babies. Maybe we should do that. The people that were born right in South Brunswick.
You weren't born in Monmouth Junction.
I was born in Kingston.
Yeah.
Were you there?
Huh?
Were you
I
there?
came there shortly after.
Uh-oh.
They lived on,
Laurel Avenue.
after.
Oh wait, no, that was before. We lived in
No,
another
you
house
lived on that house on the
on
corner.
the corner.
Yeah.
That's where I was born.
And then Laurel Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
And then Fair Acres.
Yeah.
Marilyn has a animal graveyard back there.
Does she?
Yeah, we used to have, I don't know, I did more messing with these kids than anything else. They would come and get me. You remember? You to go to the funeral. Who was that?
When the animals
The
died.
Blue Jay
Yeah.
and.
Oh, that's
I
right.
don't-
And
I
in
don't know
Dugan's coffee pot.
how many animals that she put away, and then we'd have to, or you, not me, would sing the, the going to the grave.
You used to have a whole ceremony.
This was, Marilyn was somebody else. Oh, I tell you, and I was scared to death of horses and animals, and they had all these horses, and they'd run them right up, the house ran, remember, and I'd have to, it was when Kara was courting, and I'd have to turn around and tell the boys it's time to go get the bus to going back to Princeton. They were, oh yes, I'm telling you, they're just like mine.
That's good.
I'm telling you, and they don't forget me.
It sounds like you're theirs.
Yeah, they don't forget. Neither one of them. None of them. It's 5 or 6 of you, yeah, that forget me. And I have to put that when I was in the hospital with this cancer. They came. Linda, she's a lawyer. That's the lawyer. And Andy, that's the baby. She's a vet. And they came from California. I'll never forget that. To see Marty, one of your girlfriends wrote me a letter, and Andy's first husband, Gary, he wrote me and he said, you'll always be a part of them. I will.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
They don't forget me, yeah. So, I had we through with the Salmon Mountains, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in South Brunswick now.
Now we're in South Brunswick. Oh, I can't think of any more.
Well, you went to the senior citizens.
Huh?
You belong to the senior citizens.
Yes, yes, I love it. And I hate now I can't. But,
Well, it sounds like you have a lot of visitors, though.
oh, I do. Don't I?
Oh yeah, Matt's very popular.
Oh, I do. They come.
That's from all those good deeds.
Huh?
That's from all those good deeds you did.
I guess so.
See, people remember.
Yeah, if my mind isn't too good. I'm 80 years old. And I ain't too swift.
Yeah, you're doing very good.
Doing
Yeah.
fine.
Excellent.
See, walking, I can't. That's my big. I had the cancer. Well, I don't know whether I'm in remission or not, but I really haven't, having any problem.
Great.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, something else. Was your mother's name Angie?
No, Catherine.
Huh?
Catherine.
Yeah, no, yeah, I got it straightened out. Yeah.
She's thinking.
Yeah.
Are you thinking
That's-
spell it?
And Tony, yeah.
That's
Tony?
That's Barry's mother and father. He and I were on the police department together. We're,
Lived in Monmouth
his
Junction.
two of his
Oh,
father's
yeah.
brothers married two of my father's sisters.
Oh, how about
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so, yeah, Tony and Andy.
Right.
That's who I
I
come
don't think any of
in
us
Right,
spoke
no,
to
no,
him
they're-
really.
under.
That
Yeah,
generation.
yeah. That
He was
is.
in that one.
She was
Yeah.
president
Yeah, I think
at
so,
that
yes.
long
George.
time.